Good morning and welcome to the final day of the 2024 European Junior Powerlifting Championships here in Pilsen, Czech Republic. I'm Amelia Potter, joined by Erajim Ivans.
Hi Amelia, top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you indeed. It's a lovely morning here in Czech Republic, albeit a little bit drizzly with the weather. We have some phenomenal lifting coming up. In this first session, we have the 84 and 84 plus junior women, and this afternoon session at 1:30 local time, we'll have the 120 and 120 plus men. The first flight we have here will consist of the 84 kilo women and the second flight of the 84 plus. And it seems like we have a clear front runner in Holmfjord here from Norway, but we'll see a fight for that podium, fight for silver, and we've definitely seen things turned on its head earlier in the week. Look forward to seeing how things are shaken up here today in this weight class as well. I think we're in for a treat.
Yeah, in the 84 kilo category, as you said, we have a rather clear front runner, but in the 84 plus, almost any of the athletes competing has a chance, at least a somewhat reasonable chance, to take home a win or a medal, so it's going to be very exciting.
We won't have to wait long to watch that, but for now we have the 84s, wide range of openers, the heaviest being at 182.5, the European junior record staying at 215. And kicking us off, we have Magdalena Szymkowiak from Poland, opening on her personal best of 130 kilos. And just waiting for the lifting to kick off, I will thank our sponsors very quickly. ESN, SBD, Visit Malta. Without them, none of this would be possible. We kick off with our first lifter of the final day, Magdalena Szymkowiak.
It's a 2-to-1 good lift with a depth call from the left-hand side referee.
Yeah, let's have a look at that in the replay. Bearing in mind, of course, the side we see here got a white light. Some lifters having the ability to not get their hips quite even at that bottom.
That looked quite alright there.
Yeah, I think she should be fine with that. Sonia Ballo from Hungary, 137.5 kilos.
Nice and smooth opener.
Seemed pretty comfortable for her, although the face that she made coming off the platform would suggest perhaps otherwise. Maybe a little bit harder than she would have wanted. Alexandra Opiola from Poland, opening at 152.5 kilos.
A bit of a sticking point there in the middle.
Yeah, definitely a little bit more challenging than you want your opener to be, but it's a good lift. And I can't really see any particular misgrooves either.
Perhaps she just has a sticking point there. She has learned to push through it.
Luna Benet from Belgium, 162.5 kilos.
Nice and easy. It's 3 white lights and a good lift.
Clelia Corti from Italy, 165 kilos. In a good position to take a podium position and fight for that silver as well.
Another nice and solid opener there.
3 white lights, a good lift.
She's definitely one of the strongest contenders for the silver medal overall.
Jente van Meel from Belgium, opening at 167.5 kilos. Not a million miles off of the podium, so definitely could fight for it, but she has to have a good day in order to put herself in a good position to do so.
Moving pretty well here.
Yeah, very comfortable opener. Tara Baci from Croatia, 170 kilos, opening 1 kilo above her personal best of 169.
Feeling confident.
Well, yeah, it says here she's been competing less than a year, so not uncommon to see lifters pretty new to the sport excel quite quickly and hit a lot of progress and new personal bests. So let's see how this 170 moves for her. Wow.
Pretty snappy.
Yeah, it's a very, very easy opener and a good lift. She also another contender for that silver overall, in a good position to push for it as well.
Absolutely, with opening on her personal bests, she's looking at quite a chunk of improvement from the nominations, and in nominations she was fourth. So
We now have our favorite for overall, Mina Holmfjord from Norway, opening at 182.5 kilos. Has a big personal best of 204 kilos.
nice and controlled.
Yeah, and honestly, she just has to make sure that she makes her lifts in order to win. She doesn't really have to push herself too hard. Currently, she has over a 30 kilo lead on prognosis. And leading, of course, Holmfjord on squats with 182.5. Currently in silver, Baci from Croatia with 170, and Van Meel from Belgium in bronze, 167.5. Everybody with a squat in on the board. We move into the second attempts. Magdalena Szymkowiak from Poland jumps 5 kilos to 135 for her second attempt.
Just slightly harder than her opener, as you expect from a second attempt.
Yeah, it slowed down. Not so much that I wouldn't believe that she has a couple more kilos left in the tank, but as you said, you'd expect a second to be somewhat harder. Sonia Bello from Hungary, 145 kilos to match her personal best on her second attempt.
And it's 3 white lights, a good lift for Bano. On pace to break her personal best there on the third.
160 kilos for Alexandra Obiola from Poland. 7.5 kilo jump, leaving her 5 kilos below her personal best. Yeah, it is a big fight, and we did worry that her opening attempt looked quite difficult for an opener.
I mean, just the part right in the middle where she has the sticking point. The first one was fairly comfortable, but she had to grind that few centimeters to the sticking point, and this time she just can't, so...
Yeah, the thing is, if you have to grind on your opener, it's starting you off in a place where you're already using a lot of your energy tanks.
Absolutely.
Clelia Corti from Italy, 170 kilos. 5 kilo jump from her opener. Still a while off her personal best of 183. That's a big effort, but it looked good.
It's 3 white lights. But yeah, not the easiest.
Luna Bonnet from Belgium, 172.5 kilos, a 10 kilo jump to match her personal best. Now we've been seeing some quite difficult second attempts so far, so here's hoping the next 4 are a little bit more reminiscent of how we are used to seeing second attempts move.
She holds the technique perfectly, but it's not fast and not very easy.
No, it still is another quite difficult second. Definitely not the hardest that we've seen. I can see a couple kilos in there, but that's probably about it.
Yeah, and she can push through it because she managed to hold the technique very well. So
Yeah, she did.
start to have technique breakdown, that's where the trouble really starts.
Jente van Meel from Belgium, 175 kilos. This moves her into squat silver for the time being, with Bache and Homfjord to follow. That's a good lift. Looks a little bit more like a second attempt than the others.
Yeah, looks a bit more comfortable, and she has room to grow to her third, as you want to have.
Tara Bache from Croatia takes a 7.5 kilo jump from her opener to 177.5 kilos. She already opened 1 kilo above her personal best, now to extend that further 7.5 kilos. Her opener was very easy. I'd be surprised if Tara's second attempt was quite as hard as some of the others.
Yeah, and that's a fairly easy second attempt there.
Yeah, quite the stark difference to what we've been seeing. It's a lovely second attempt and a good lift.
Yeah, her coach is almost more hyped than her with the way things are moving.
Yeah, and I can see why. She's in a great position to take that overall silver, even this early on, should things continue that way. Now, Mina Homfjord from Norway, 190 kilos, and would very much secure the squat gold with the second attempt.
It's not the fastest, but it's reasonable enough for a second attempt.
Yeah, it's a good lift, and you know, her opener wasn't the fastest either, but I think she just has that style where she's a little bit of a slow squatter. And that concludes our second round of squats. Homfjord leading with 190 kilos. In silver place currently, Bache from Croatia with 177.5, and in bronze Van Meel from Belgium. Into our third round now, we have Magdalena Szymkowiak from Poland, 140 kilos. For a new personal best.
Yeah, unfortunately, just not there today. And we're seeing the second attempts fairly hard. You don't have anywhere to go on the third.
Yeah, and I've only seen one lifter opt for the 2.5 kilos after their difficult second attempt, so I'm interested to see how this unfolds. Sonia Ballo from Hungary, 150 kilos, opting for a 5 kilo jump.
Oh, big fight.
And I was going to say we're either going to see grinds of a lifetime or missed third attempts, and it seems like for Ballo it was the first grind of a lifetime.
Absolutely monstrous battle there.
Re-attempting 160 kilos, Alexandra Opiola from Poland. Just seemed a bit too hard on her second.
Yeah, once again hitting that sticking point.
Now, Clelia Corti from Italy, 172.5 kilos. One of those lifters who had a difficult second attempt, but the only lifter who opted for the 2.5 kilo jump. which seems like the sensible decision.
Absolutely, she wants every kilo she can get in the fight for the silver and the bronze overall.
And it definitely was the perfect number. Gets those extra couple kilos, 3 white lights.
Absolutely. Huge effort from the Italian there.
Bar is loaded for Luna.
177.5 kilos for Luna Benet from Belgium. 5 kilo jump for a new personal best and moves her into squat bronze for the time being. Ahead of Van Meel, who is to follow. Just too heavy, unfortunately. Like we said, a lot of these lifters have not opted for the 2.5 kilo jump, which feels like it could have been the more sensible decision in a lot of the cases.
Well, the strange thing to me is the Croatian opted for a 2.5 kilo jump after a very well moving second attempt.
Yeah, that is interesting. Although it would be adding still 21 kilos to her personal best, so we'll have to see how that turns out. Jente van Meel from Belgium, 180 kilos. 5 kilo jump to move her from squat bronze into silver, with the Croatian Bache to follow. It's a lovely third attempt.
Very nice and solid there.
And she moves into squat silver for the time being, with Bache to follow, who is lighter but taking the same body weight, so we'll move her into silver should she make it. Tara Bache from Croatia, like you said, second moved really well, but still opted for that 2.5 kilo jump to move her into squat silver.
But that will probably be the reason. She has a decent advantage on the field in the fight for second place and just want to secure that extra silver medal for the squat single lift.
Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't want to overextend herself too early. And like we mentioned as well, this would be a 21 kilo personal best should she make this. And it's still, as expected, really easy. Sorry, it's 11 kilo personal best, but still a huge progression.
Absolutely great job there.
One squat remaining in this flight before we head through to the 84 plus category. Mina Holmfjord from Norway already has squat gold, adding 5 kilos now for her final attempt to 195. Her second was slow, like you mentioned, but she seems to be the type of squatter that does squat slowly. Let's see if 5 kilos more is there today.
And it just about is. It's 3 white lights and a good lift to wrap up the 84 kilo squats, and we'll be moving straight into the 84 plus.
But before then, we'll have a quick summary of the squats as we've just seen them. In squat bronze, Jente van Meel from Belgium with 180 kilos, just ahead with the same squat but a lighter body weight from Croatia, Tara Bache. And in squat gold from Norway with 195 kilos, Mina Holmfjord. We head through now to the 84 plus category, where it is a very tight battle for podium. Again, a pretty clear front runner in Brechkova, but Everybody else so close for that fight for silver and bronze. Really, it's anybody's game for medals. Fatima Alaufi from Belgium, 172.5 kilos, opening just 2.5 kilos below her personal best.
Next up is Solanesta from Great Britain.
Well, extremely fast downward part and still pretty fast upward part. And with speed like that, I think you're risking quite a lot. Something goes slightly wrong at such great speed can be exaggerated, but this looks very good.
Yeah, she's having no issues with it at the moment. Solan Aslan from Great Britain, opening 180 kilos. Probably the person on prognosis with the best shot for silver, but like we said, it's a very close race, so she's going to want to keep making lifts. Let's see how her first lift of the day moves.
A nice and strong opening attempt there.
Yeah, it looked very comfortable. I'm not sure if it was the angle I was looking at or if one of her knees caved a little bit, the one that's closest to us in the hole. But it's a lovely looking opener, very comfortable. Caitlin Davies from Great Britain, 187.5 kilos.
Yeah, three white lights, pretty nice and solid opener there.
Slovenia, 190. Next up is Alani Simland from Norway.
Martina Sosic from Slovenia, 190 kilos. Opening 10 kilos below her personal best. A little bit sticky on the way up, but still looked good.
Yeah, I hope she can she can just execute a bit better on the second.
Perhaps
There,
just
'cause
some nerves.
let's hope so.
Amelie Senland from Norway, opening on 190 kilos as well. 7.5 kilos below her personal best. And it's a lovely snappy opener for Amelie.
A blue light from the center referee. I think it might have been for her knees.
Yeah, let's just have a look at that in the replay. Looks good from here, but I do think the centre referee was gesturing towards her knees. Now, Kolbrun Jonsdottir from Iceland, 197.5 kilos. has been competing quite a while now. It's her last year as a junior.
They're very nice and fast. They're really utilizing the bounce.
Yeah, pretty comfortable. Looking opener there for Jonsdottir.
And it's the thing we most commonly see with the heavyweight athletes, using the bounce where they drop down to the hole,
We
get the
now,
stretch reflex.
we now have Teresa Brechkova from Czechia, our favourite to win. 225 kilos for her opening squat. The European junior record standing at 245 kilos. So very much looking forward to seeing how this moves, especially as it's already 2.5 kilos above her personal best. For saying that, she's only been competing for 1 year, so extremely impressive. Wow. And that is something else.
Well, yeah, that moved like it was absolutely nothing. She gets a depth call from the left-hand side. But besides that, I think she can make some big jumps there.
Yeah, depth seems fine. I just think she was so quick in and out that hole, it was hard to gauge. But in the lead by some way, Brechkova with 225, just behind Jonsdottir with 197.5, and on body weight ahead of Sosic, Senland from Norway with 190. Head into our second round of squats now. Fatima Elaufi from Belgium, jumping 7.5 kilos to 180 for her final attempt. Sorry, her second attempt.
And the still white lights in a good lift.
Yeah, that squat style not causing her any issues. It's looking good. You can see where the breakdown will come on that third attempt, but for now it looks great. 190 kilos for Solan Aslan from Great Britain. In silver on prognosis, our lightest in the weight category. So should it come to it, has that body weight advantage ahead of Jonsdottir, who's behind her, fighting for that silver.
Nice and solid second attempt there.
3 white lights, a good lift.
Next
197.5 kilos for Caitlin Davies from Great Britain. A 10 kilo jump from her opener.
That was quite a bit harder than her opener, but she still gets the 3 white lights.
Yeah, it's a good lift. Like I said, it's slowed down, but as to be expected, we've certainly seen more challenging second attempts today than that, with lifters who managed to get third. Martina Sosic from Slovenia, 200 kilos for her second attempt. 10 kilo jump from her opener and moves her into squat silver for the time being.
This is to match her personal best. She was the first and so far only female squatter in Slovenia to hit the 200 kilo mark.
Wow.
She'll be looking to push up the bar even further today.
Opener looked a little challenging. Let's see if she's shaken off some nerves. The position certainly looked a lot better, and that helped her push through there where it got heavier and harder.
Yeah, but she had to push pretty hard there to see how much further she can jump.
Well, anywhere from here is a personal best, which is always good.
Absolutely, yeah.
Emily Senlund from Norway taking that 10 kilo jump to 200 for her second attempt. To hit 200 for the first time on the platform takes her into silver overall, ahead of Sosic. With Jonsdottir to follow.
And it's 3 white lights, a good lift and fairly comfortable second attempt there.
Yeah, it was really comfortable, and probably the most comfortable, if not one of the most comfortable of the seconds that we've seen so far, and so bodes very well to push for a squat medal in her third. Kolbrun Jonsdottir from Iceland, jumping to 210 kilos, a 12.5 kilo jump. Takes her into squat silver and knocking Sosic off of the squat podium for the time being, heading into the third round of squats. Still so comfortable, plenty left in the tank there for Jonsdottir. And 2-1, a good lift. She does get a depth call from the right hand side referee, so we'll just have a look at that again in the replay. This is the side she gets that depth call from.
Yeah, I think she's just about in.
Yeah, I think she should be fine with that. Again, when a lifter squats quite quickly, it's hard to see for the referees in that second. Now, Teresa Bretskova from Czechia, rising star, only 21 years old, competing for 1 year, 235 kilos for her second attempt, 10 kilos below the European junior record, which, should this move well, perhaps they're shooting for on their third, 245.5.
Well, the first one moved like an empty bar practically.
Slowed down marginally, but still very comfortable.
Yeah, we'll see with the style of squatting, the very, very fast style of squatting. Things can slow down really significantly, but so far she's looking very strong, and honestly, I don't see a reason why not to go for the record here. She's well in the lead.
Yeah, she is well in the lead right now on prognosis, but by 12.5 kilos only if she misses. So it depends the risk that they want to take, as she doesn't have the biggest deadlift of the group. We'll have to see how that plays out as we now head into the third attempt to squat. And we have Fatima Alaufi from Belgium, 185 kilos, 5 kilo jump from her second. And 3 lovely squats. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, she had to work for that one a bit, but you would expect that from a third. It took her quite a lot of time to get the down command. The head referee, of course, waiting for her to lock the knees out before starting.
Soilan Aslan from Great Britain, 195 kilos, a 5 kilo jump for a new personal best.
That would be a 2.5 kilo personal best.
very comfortable looking for Aslan and a good lift.
She's very satisfied with that.
Yeah, well, 195 is a huge squat, and obviously 2.5 kilo personal best on the international platform is very impressive. Martina Sosic from Slovenia, 205 kilos, 5 kilo jump for a new personal best. Move her into squat bronze, and I suppose from what you said, the heaviest squat ever from a Slovenian lifter,
Yeah,
a woman.
absolutely. This is going to be a battle.
Wow, that is a phenomenal fight from Martina.
And it's a battle that Martina wins with the 3 white lights and a 205 squat.
That really did take everything that she had.
That would also be a 5 kilo personal best for Caitlin.
205 kilos for Caitlin Davies for her third and final attempt. Heavier than Sosic, so won't move into bronze. But a new personal best of 5 kilos. Should she make this? And that is a fantastic third from Davies as well. Ooh.
Oh, unfortunately, depth calls from the both side referees.
Coach goes to the jury, and we'll have a look at that again in the replay. Just missed it there, but the coach got sent away anyway, so I think the jury happy with that decision.
A great effort nonetheless.
Amelie Sendland from Norway, 205 kilos, is lighter than Sosic, so should she get this, she will move into squat bronze and stay there. A new personal best.
Has to replace the bar.
Yeah, the center referee just saying she needs to straighten her legs out, make sure her knees are erect. But she's got 15 seconds to that start command, as long as she can do so. And she does. And it is still comfortable. She's not slowed down. 3 white lights and moves into squat bronze.
Yeah, extremely strong there. Displaces Sausage from the podium. Takes the squat bronze there in a very stacked group of extremely good squatters.
Yeah, absolutely. The smallest squat being 185, which by no means is a small squat. 222.5 kilos for Kolbrun Jonsdottir. 12.5 kilo jump to her third attempt for a big personal best, and trying to get as close to Bretskova as she can, especially if Bretskova misses the third attempt. They will match them going into bench press on prognosis.
Let's go.
Oh, big effort there, but
Yeah.
unfortunately not there today.
Another 12.5 kilos on top of that 210 was just too much of an ask. Still walks away with a squat silver with 210 kilos, though.
We are now loading 245.
I think Team Iceland just trying to close the gap as much as they could there, but lost some potential kilos on the journey to do so. Now, Teresa Bretskova from Czechia going for that 245.5. Feels confident with her squat and her lead. This is for a new European junior record to chip it by half a kilo. A 10.5 kilo jump from her second. Already has squat gold, already has the lead. This would extend the lead by another 10.5 kilos, get the chip, and break the European junior record
Needs your support for that attempt at a record.
straight into the sport, taking a record with her should she make this.
Let's go, Teresa, let's go.
And with ease once again, did not slow down at all. 3 white lights and a new European junior record for Bretskova.
Well, we've seen a lot of junior records here in this competition, but there have been very few that moved this fast.
Yeah, absolutely. The only two I can think of is Bretskova's squat and Abora's deadlift. Now, Senland from Norway, 205 kilos in squat bronze on body weight ahead of Sausage. In squat silver, Jonsdottir from Iceland with 210 kilos. And of course, in squat gold, Bretskova from Czechia, hometown hero, with a new European junior squat record with 245.5. We're going to head into a 10-minute break now before bench press, so we will see you there. Hello and welcome back to the 2024 European Junior Powerlifting Championships here in Pilsen. We are about to head into the bench press session for the 84 and 84 plus, the final female session of the championships. You can see the results of the 84 kilo category here. For squats, Van Meel walked away with squat bronze with 180 kilos. Bache from Croatia walked away with squat silver on bodyweight ahead of Van Meel, also with 180 kilos, and in squat gold with 195 from Norway, Mina Holmfjord. We now kick off with bench press. Magdalena Szymkowiak from Poland, 67.5 kilos. And since we're on the topic of Poland, the world open record, the world junior record, the European open record, and the European junior record all belong to Polish lifter Agata Sitko at 156 kilos. So that is something that I'm not sure is going to be touched for a long time, let alone today.
Now, with these last few actually female categories, we've just been seeing a field of Agatha for all the records.
Yeah, well, she's collected it in the 69, 76, and 84. I'm sure she won't stop there. But now, Magdalena Szymkowiak, 67.5, 2.5 kilos above her personal best.
That looked a bit more challenging than you want your opener to be.
Yeah, she was thrown off a little bit, I think, at first when the rack height was wrong, so perhaps that just threw her off. It seemed like quite a low touch point. I'm not sure if that's normal for her or that's off. We'll have to wait for the second, I suppose. Jente van Meel from Belgium, opening on 80 kilos, 2.5 below her personal best.
Nice and comfortable opener. 3 white lights for Van Meel.
Next out is Alexandra Okula.
85 kilos for Sonia Ballo from Hungary.
And it's 3 white lights and a good lift for Balog.
92.5 Alexandra Okula. Marzodek. Next out is Claudia Corti.
Alexandra Opiola from Poland, 92.5 kilos. Lots of lifters with very similar openers, so I think there'll be a bit of a battle for bench press medals. For silver and bronze at least.
Yeah, the gold seems to be solid moving first attempt. A yellow light from the left hand side. We'll see on the replay what that could have been for.
Yeah, usually that will be a lifting of sorts, but we'll have a look, like you said, in the replay, see if we can catch that. Seems absolutely fine to me, and I think the jury will likely agree.
Absolutely. And yeah, as you said, the battle for the bronze and silver in the bench looking tight. The gold medal seems pretty secure with Holmefjord if she gets her opener in.
Lilia Corti from Italy, opening on 92.5 kilos, which is her personal best.
And it's 3 white lights and a good lift.
Yeah, very comfortable, especially if that was recently her personal best. To now be opening with it is very impressive. 95 kilos for Tara Bache from Croatia. Also opening on her personal best. We saw her open 1 kilo above her personal best on squat, and even her third attempt was easy, so I'm looking forward to seeing how this will move for her and if we see her struggle at all on bench press. We haven't yet.
Yeah, very nice first attempt there for Tara.
Two more openers to go. This not 95 for Luna Bonnet. Bar is loaded. Next out is Luna Ormfjord.
Luna Bonnet from Belgium, 95 kilos. That's a good lift, 3 white lights.
Bar is loaded.
Mina Holmfjord from Norway, our heaviest opener of the flight, 110 kilos. As we said, if she secures this opener, which would be very surprising to see her not do so, she'll already secure that bench press gold. And that is lovely. She has such a dominance over her competitors in this flight. And it's 2-1, a good lift. Let's get a yellow from the far side referee, so let's just watch the replay.
The only thing I can possibly see would be double bouncing, but
No, I think it was just perhaps a missed call from that side referee. We move through to the second round of bench press. All lifters getting one in on the board. Magdalena Szymkowiak from Poland jumping 2.5 kilos to 70 for her second attempt.
oh, it's a big effort there. She gets it up. It's a 2-1. Blue light from the center referee.
Yeah, it would have been for downwards movement, but I think the bar might have just stopped and not gone down.
Bar is loaded. Next out is Sonia Malone from
Jente van Meel from Belgium jumping 5 kilos to 85 for her second attempt. 2.5 kilos above her personal best.
And it's 3 white lights and a good lift.
Yeah, still moving really well for her. It's a lovely, smooth second attempt.
90 kilos for Hungary. Bar
It's a lovely soft touch point there. And rewarded with great control of the bar. Sonia Ballo from Hungary jumps 5 kilos to 90 kilos for a second attempt.
Moves about right for a second attempt. Pretty strong there.
Forward, 2.5 kilo jump. Bar is loaded.
95 kilos for Alexandra Piola from Poland. 2.5 kilo jump from her opener.
Three white lights, a good lift.
The right lights and a good lift.
From Italia. Bar is loaded.
97.5 kilos for Clelia Corti from Italy. This moves her into bench press silver for the time being. Bache and Bonnet to follow. Already surpassing her personal best. Small sticking point there in the middle, but manages to lock it out.
Yeah, pretty strong.
Best from Kenya. 100 kilos. Bar is loaded. And next up is Luna Bonnet for the same weight.
We now have Tara Bache from Croatia. 100 kilos to move her from bronze into silver for the time being. Heading into the third attempt. She's lighter than Bonnet, so will stay in silver. Should she get this, moving into third attempt.
Three white lights. And the final
3 white lights, it is a good lift, and she is really so strong. I don't think she even knows where her ceiling of strength is.
Yeah, no, Bache is absolutely on fire today.
Luna Bonnet from Belgium, 100 kilos to move her into bench press bronze ahead of Corti. Same weight as Bachi, but at a heavier body weight. She's just half a kilo below her personal best. That was a good lift, 3 white lights. She seems over the moon with that. Perhaps 100 only a weight that she's touched a few times before.
No, absolutely a very big milestone and a very significant weight.
Mina Homfjord from Norway, 117.5 kilos, a 7.5 kilo jump, 2.5 below her personal best. Like we mentioned before, she secured bench press gold with her opener. This is just to extend her lead even further.
And it seems to give her no trouble.
3 white lights. Only green on the scoreboard. No business action from the lady.
concludes our second round of bench press. Homefield leading with 117.5. Bache in second with 100 kilos on body weight ahead of Bonnet. And we head into our final round of bench. 72.5 kilos for Magdalena Szymkowiak from Poland. Just too much, but got everything she could out of that 70 kilos in her second, and it was a big push for that 70 anyway.
Yeah, and she utilized the 2.5 kilo jumps.
Yeah, and you know how much I love those. Honestly, so underutilized. It really irks me to see coaches make their lifters jump 5 kilos when the 2.5 would have been perfect. Jente van Meel from Belgium, 87.5 kilos, a 2.5 kilo jump. Dare I say 2.5 kilos was the perfect number.
Absolutely.
It's a lovely third attempt, 3 white lights, Jente.
For a 2.5 kilo personal best. Bar is loaded. Only 3 more attempts to change your burgers of the 84 pluses.
Sonia Balo from Hungary taking a 5 kilo jump to 95 to be a 2.5 kilo personal best should she make this.
Should have gone for a 2.5.
I didn't want to say it.
100 kilos away for Alexander Okula.
Hindsight obviously is 2020. It's easier to say the 2.5 could have been better, but it's the safe option, especially for the female lifters, where 2.5 still is a considerable jump in percentage. Alexandra Opiola from Poland, 100 kilos, a 5 kilo jump from her second to third, which is odd because she took a 2.5 kilo jump from her first to second. Trying to match her personal best here. No, and it seemed like an odd choice to me.
I can't quite understand why they would do that, why they would try, but seems like she just wanted to go for a match personal best.
Yeah, and honestly, I think people forget sometimes that just because you bench something or squat something once doesn't mean you've suddenly unlocked that number. You still have to work to get it again. 100 kilos for Clelia Corti from Italy, a 2.5 kilo jump to move her into bench press bronze for the time being, with Bache to follow and Bonnet. A new personal best, a huge milestone.
Unfortunately, just too heavy. Even the 2.5 kilo jumps proving to be just too much sometimes.
The bar is loaded. Therefore, no more changes of overviews from the 84 pluses. No more changes.
102.5 kilos for Tara Bache from Croatia. If she gets this, she secures the silver medal. She is lighter than Bonnet. New personal best. 100 slowed down a little bit, but
That will be a 2.5 kilo
Still
personal
yet to
best
see
of
her really
5
fight for a lift. Perhaps this is the one.
Let's go top.
Oh yeah, she really has to fight for it. Unfortunately, not there today.
No, but they made the sensible jump. 2.5 kilos was the only place they really could go if 100 kilos was all she had on the day. But now is at risk of having that bench silver taken by Luna Bone from Belgium, who has also jumped 102.5 kilos to be for a 2 kilo personal best. And I imagine a Belgian national record.
You must be enjoying these jumps so much. Oh, big grind there, but unfortunately a no leave.
Still walks away with bench press bronze with 100 kilos. And listen, I don't think 2.5 kilos is always the right choice if there's more there, but I think it's underutilized because lifters and coaches are scared to go for the smallest jump, for sure. So I enjoy when it's definitely used correctly. Now, Mina Homfjord from Norway, only one successful third attempt so far in this flight from Van Meel. Let's see if we can get a second, and a big one at that. 122.5 kilos, a 2.5 kilo personal best for Homfjord. Should she make this, already secured that bench press gold on her opener. This would give her a prognosis heading into deadlift of 500 kilo total.
And in this case, I'd say the 5 kilo jump was about right.
No, I absolutely agree. It's 2-to-1 a good lift, and that's what I mean. I'm all for any size jump as long as it's sensible and in the best interest of the lifter. There's a little bit of lifting there. I'm not sure if contact got lost completely. The jury seem happy with it. Bonet walking away with bench press bronze with 100 kilos. Also with 100 kilos at a lighter body weight, Bache from Croatia in silver, and in bench press gold, Homfjord from Norway with 122.5 kilos. We head now into the 84 plus category for bench press. Kicking us off, Martina Sosic from Slovenia with 80 kilos on the bar.
Should be a fairly safe opener here for Martina.
Yep, safe indeed. That was a lovely, comfortable opener for Martina. Very speedy opener. Kolbrun Jonsdottir from Iceland, 85 kilos.
And a 3 white lights, a good lift for Jonsdottir. Nice and comfortable there.
Yeah, really how we want to see the opening attempts move. That's all you really want to hear from us during opening attempts, is how lovely, comfortable and easy it is in an ideal world. 90 kilos for Fatima Elalfi from Belgium, 5 kilos above her personal best. I'm wondering if she jumped the press command there. Yeah, and you can see the frustration on her face. I thought either the world's quickest press command or she just didn't wait for it. So there are 3 commands in bench press. You must wait for them all. There's the start, the press, and the rack.
And if you skip any of them, you're out.
Yeah, clearly very easy, so just needs to listen out for that on her second. Caitlin Davies from Great Britain, 95 kilos.
It's a 2-to-1 good lift with a depth call from the center referee. See again on the replay. I think she tucks her elbows somewhat.
Yeah, and it always disguises elbow depth a little bit when you do that rather than flaring. Amelie Sendland from Norway, 95 kilos.
There's 3 white lights and a good lift for Finland.
Next out is Teresa Breskova.
$102.5 kilos for Solan Aslan from Great Britain, opening on her personal best.
Nice and solid opener there.
Last opener is 105 Teresa Breskova from Czechia. Bar is loaded.
Our heaviest opener of the flight yet again belongs to Teresa Bretskova from Czechia, opening on her personal best of 105 kilos.
Next out is Martina Sosic.
Just as a reminder, walked away with a new European junior squat record of 245.5. Really come out of nowhere. A rising athlete.
And the opener absolutely flying up. A depth call from the right hand side referee. We'll see again on the replay.
85 kilos for Martina.
It seems from the way that she's set up, she might just be a little bit wonky there. That concludes our opening attempt. All but a Laufey with a bench on the board. Not a strength issue, just jump the command there. Like you said, it's so close for those podium finishes. Every attempt counts. 85 kilos for Martina Sosic from Slovenia, a 5 kilo jump from her opener.
Still very nice and comfortable.
White lights, a good lift. 92.5.
3 white lights, a good lift.
Bar is loaded. 7.5 kilo jump for what would be a 2.5 kilo personal best.
Kolbrun Jonsdottir from Iceland, 92.5 kilos. A 7.5 kilo jump for a 2.5 kilo personal best.
Quite an effort there.
White lights, a good lift in the new personal best.
But it is a good lift nonetheless. 3 white lights.
2.5, bar is solid. She needs to wait a little minute this time for opener.
You better believe I want to see that 2.5 kilo jump for her third.
Oh, absolutely, and we all want to see her just grinding it out.
Now, Fatima Alaufi from Belgium, 92.5, went up anyway. Which doesn't seem too risky. It was very easy. She just needs to listen out for all 3 commands. Jumped the press command on her opener, which could be why it looked so easy, but let's wait and see. Nope, just was easy.
Yeah, stays easy.
Listens for it this time and gets a bench on the board.
5 kilo jump for 2.5 kilo personal best. Bar is loaded. And next out is Katie Davis.
100 kilos for Amelie Sandland from Norway. 5 kilo jump for a new personal best and a big milestone bench.
Yeah, nice and solid.
White lights, a good lift.
The 100 kilos goes up.
2.5 for Katie Davis. 7.5 kilo jump. Bar is loaded. Next out is Sonana Aslan.
102.5 kilos for Caitlin Davies from Great Britain. 7.5 kilo jump from her opener. Did get 1 call for elbow depth, but 2 referees and the jury all happy with it.
And it's 3 white light and a good for, second attempt. Moved pretty well.
Yeah, I did. I do expect to see a smaller jump for her third.
Bar is loaded.
You say there's an expression that the fly couldn't land on the bar, and a fly did land on the bar that time round, and she managed to push it up.
Next out is Kendra Zableskova.
Solan Aslan from Great Britain, 105 kilos, a 2.5 kilo jump from her opener. Moves her into bench press gold for the time being, with Bretskova to follow.
Clips the rack a bit, but it does not stop her. Yes, the 3 white lights.
10 kilos for Teresa Breskova. Bar is loaded. 5 kilo jump for 5 kilo personal best. Thank you, spotters. Installing the box.
Now to move back into bench press gold ahead of Aslan, Teresa Bretskova from Czechia, 110 kilos. 5 kilo jump from her opener. You can see opting to use blocks there. Any lifter can choose to have them should they choose to. They come in different sizes. Wow, still barely registering.
3 white lights.
And we get a very scenic view of her bench press.
To the third round of bench press now. 90 kilos for Martina Sosic for Slovenia.
And going into the third round of bench, Davies from Great Britain currently sat in bronze, Aslan from Great Britain in silver, and Bretskova from Czechia in gold. Martina Sosic from Slovenia, 90 kilos for her third and final attempt.
She's going for a small personal best here on the bench press. Nice and solid. Pretty sensible choice for a third attempt.
Yeah, it's a lovely third attempt, a good lift. "95 kilos for Kolbrun Jonsdottir from Iceland. 2.5 kilo jump for a new personal best. Have indeed opted for that 2.5 kilo. Second one was tough. Let's see if she can grind through another bench here.
Well, big effort there, but unfortunately not today. Even a 2.5 kilo jump proving to be too large.
5 kilo jump bar is loaded. That will be a nice jump for 5 kilos for Belgium.
Fatima Laufi from Belgium now taking a 5 kilo jump to 97.5 for her third and final attempt. Only missed her opener on jumping a command. Both 90 and 92.5 moved very quickly.
Quite an effort there, and she gets it up. It's a 2-to-1 good lift with a blue light from the left hand side.
105 from Davis from Great Britain. Bar is loaded.
Yeah, the bar stopped, but it didn't dip down, so she'll be okay with that. Currently sat in bench press bronze, Caitlin Davies from Great Britain, 105 kilos for her third attempt. Senland to follow, who could threaten that bronze medal. Oh, that is a great fight from Davies.
Yeah, absolutely. And you love to see the 2.5 kilos extra being right on the money.
I think that was right on the money. It wasn't the slowest bench ever, but I do think anything more would have been too much. It did stop and she got it going again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amelie Senland from Norway, 105 kilos, a 5 kilo jump to move her into bench press bronze ahead of Davies.
Nice and strong there. 3 white lights, and she moves into the bench press podium position.
7.5 kilos. Bar is loaded for Sonana Slam. That will be 2.5 more.
Our penultimate bench press, we have Solon Aslan from Great Britain taking a 2.5 kilo jump to 107.5 kilos for a new personal best.
That will be a silver medal in the bench press event of the 84
She already has the silver medal secured. This will just help her build up her total and get a personal best. And a very nice third attempt there.
Yeah, it was a lovely third attempt, fairly comfortable as well. And a good lift secures that bench press silver.
115, personal best attempt.
As well as a 5 kilo lead ahead of Jonsdottir heading into deadlift. Now our final bench press of the women's competition. Teresa Bretskova from Czechia, 115 kilos. 5 kilo jump for a new personal best, already has bench press gold secured. If she is to get this, she will break her total PB on her deadlift open by 20.5 kilos. And it's not an if but a when.
It's absolutely a when, not an if with Teresa.
Now there's a lovely third attempt, 3 white lights.
They will decide who walks out with the crown.
And a summary of the bench press in bronze on body weight ahead of Davies. We have Amelie Senland from Norway with 105 kilos. In silver from Great Britain with 107.5 kilos, Solan Aslan. And in bench press gold, Teresa Bretskova from Czechia with 115 kilos. We're going to head into a 10-minute break now before deadlifts. Don't go anywhere and we will see you then. Hello and welcome back to the 2024 European Junior Powerlifting Championships here in Pilsen, Czechia. We have the 84 kilo followed by the 84 plus kilo junior women about to head into deadlifts, and we can see these subtotals as they stand right now. Holmefjord from Norway with a significant lead heading into deadlifts, followed by Bache of Croatia, Bonnet and 40 fighting for that position. Van Meel not so far off. Of course, subject to change as various deadlift openers come in. And we've seen some of them change, and we'll take them through them as we get to them. First up, we have Luna Bonnet from Belgium, opening at 145 kilos. And this is up to 5 kilos, so pushing as much as she can, hoping potentially someone above her slips up. But there are some bigger deadlifters in this flight who are looking to podium.
It's a very comfortable opener there. It's 3 white lights and a good lift. You know, that might have been planned to raise her opener from the start.
Sonia Ballo from Hungary, 152.5 kilos.
Oh, nice and easy.
Very close to almost the rest. Powerlifting. And Bache.
Magdalena Szymkowiak from Poland, opening at 160 kilos, 2.5 kilos below her personal best.
Another nice and easy opener. And as we mentioned before, that's basically the only thing we want to be saying during the opening rounds of a session.
Yeah, the girls just looking to secure their totals here. So your opening deadlift is really the last place you want to take a risk. Kari Bache from Croatia, 167.5 kilos, and with her opening pull, secures her total, but also just gets half a kilo below her best ever total. So I'm sure she will surpass that by quite some way today.
A very safe opener there.
Yeah, very comfortable, secures her total, and is on for a big personal best there.
Plenty of room to push.
Alexandra Opiola from Poland, 167.5 kilos. Quite a slow moving opener. But it's a good lift, 3 white lights. Perhaps that's just the way that she pulls. We won't really be able to tell until we see that second attempt.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe it's just her style.
Clelia Corti from Italy, 172.5 kilos. fighting for that podium position.
In the team battle between Netherlands and Great Britain. This is very important for Kenya. So for the lights, 3 white lights.
Stops a bit at the lockout, but very solid first pull.
Yeah, they upped her opener by 2.5 kilos, I believe. So just trying to match pace, I think, with the other lifters. Our penultimate opener, another lifter who upped their opener by 5 kilos. Jente van Meel from Belgium, 175. Another lifter who will be pushing for a podium position.
Seems that's like a nice and solid opener.
Mina Holmfjord from Norway, our heaviest opener of the flight, 182.5 kilos. Lovely easy opener there for Holmfjord, and with that secures herself a 52.5 kilo lead ahead of her contender behind her in second. And we can see in deadlifts, Corti currently sat in bronze with 172.5, Van Meel in silver with 175, and Holmfjord in gold with 182.5. As you can see, as it stands, a big gap between first and second, but then a big battle between second and fifth. Luna Bonnet from Belgium, 155 kilos. 10 kilo jump from her opener.
Still fairly comfortable, but gets a red light for lockout, I believe.
Yeah, and it's slowly becoming a 3-woman race for those podium positions that are up for grabs. Only 2 up for grabs and 3 lifters looking for them. Sonia Ballo from Hungary, 162.5 kilos, a 10 kilo jump from her opener. Slow but steady. A good lift, 3 white lights. And it was slow, but there was no real breakdown or turbulence.
Yeah, no, very nice looking deadlift.
170 kilos for Magdalena Szymkowiak from Poland, a 10 kilo jump for a 7.5 kilo personal best on deadlift and a 10 kilo personal best on total. Wow, the brakes came on, but she pressed accelerate again. And 2-1, a good lift.
And what a way to get the bar moving again after it practically stops there. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't see the bar dip, so she actually will be okay with that, I believe, but not sure how much left is in the tank after that.
I will have to see on the third, but that was certainly a battle.
Alexandra Opiola from Poland, 175 kilos, 7.5 kilo jump to match her personal best. I think that answers the question that we were asking on her opener, whether it was difficult or whether she was a slower lifter. I think it was just a hard opener.
And her really not having the best of competitions. Squats was hard, deadlift seems to be so hard.
All valuable experience and all lessons to take home.
In a comfortable lead.
177.5 kilos for Tara Bache from Croatia, a 10 kilo jump from her opener. Currently sat in silver overall. This takes her into deadlift silver for the time being, with Quarty and Van Meel to follow. And she shows no signs of slowing down.
Very explosive deadlifts.
Yeah, 3 white lights. Taking a rather conservative jump even,
180 now from Kenya Gorki.
judging by the speed of it.
Next up is Yeti Van Mil.
Clelia Corti from Italy, 180 kilos for a match personal best to move her back into deadlift silver ahead of Bachi, with Van Meel to follow.
Big fight and a big scream there from the Italian.
Yeah, she is amped up. Energy levels are high. She does get a blue from the far side referee, although I can't see any reason why she would.
And the bar just stopped and did not move downwards.
Moves into deadlift silver, but looking to take that heading into the third round. Jente van Meel from Belgium, 185 kilos. This moves her into deadlift gold for the time being, with Homfjord to follow. And onto the podium overall, ahead of Corti.
Next up is Mina Homfjord.
And it slows on the lockout, but pretty solid. And they're going to be fighting hard as we go into the last round.
Yeah,
One less deadlift remaining in the second round.
it's definitely going to come down to those final deadlifts to see who sits in silver and bronze. But the clear winner, Mina Homfjord from Norway, 197.5 kilos for her second attempt. Moves her back into deadlift gold. And I think with each other, the other lifters pushing for those podium positions, deadlift gold will probably be safe with Homfjord. And that concludes the second round. We head now into the third round of deadlifts. Homfjord leading, Van Meel following, and Corti in bronze. But it is so close overall. You can see between silver and fourth, only 7.5 kilos separates them currently, and they are going to be pushing each other tooth and nail for those podium positions. Luna Bonnet of Belgium, 165 kilos, a 10 kilo jump for a 2.5 kilo personal best on deadlift. And a new total PB as well.
Such a nice pull. Totally consistent speed throughout. You're just waiting for it to slow down and it doesn't.
Also an attempt at a 2.5 kilo personal best. The bar is loaded.
Sonia Ballo from Hungary, 167.5 kilos, a 5 kilo jump for a 2.5 kilo personal best on deadlift, a 5 kilo personal best on total. It's a difficult lockout, but she manages to do so.
3 white lights and a good third lift.
Three more attempts to change the openers of the 84 buses. Only 3 more attempts. Bar is loaded for Alexandra.
175 kilos for Alexandra Opiola from Poland. It just looked too heavy on her second. Let's see if anything can change now. No, unfortunately, the one thing you can't change on the day is your strength.
Absolutely, she gave it a real good go, and unfortunately just wasn't there today.
It's very different prepping and competing at an international competition versus somewhere on home soil. Those variables all having a big impact. 175 kilos remains on the bar for Magdalena Szymkowiak. 5 kilo jump for a 5 kilo personal best on deadlift and on total.
Cannot break the floor here, but gives the crowd a little bow, receives an applause.
185. Let's see how the story unfolds between Tala Kleka and Kitty on the podium in second position overall.
185 kilos for Tara Vace from Croatia. Currently sat in silver. This will put her in a really good position to stay here. It'll be a very big push for Van Meel, should she miss this.
Yeah, if Bacha gets this, Van Meel has to pull 200 for her last deadlift
I think
to overtake her.
Clelia Corti just amped up, almost came on before Tara. Tara put an attempt change in, so I believe is now before Corti. 185 kilos, like I said, puts herself in a great position to stay in silver, makes it a hard job for Van Meel or Corti to push for that. Make them fight for bronze instead of for silver. It will be a 2 kilo personal best. And once, and that is such a shame. It means that now not only is silver at risk, her position on the podium is not assured. And I really thought she had that. She just had a balance issue there at the top. And now Clelia Corti from Italy. This is to pull into bronze. She's not pushing for that silver. 185 kilos. And it's just too heavy. She ends up off of the podium, which means that Bache's place is safe. But she still stays in deadlift bronze for the time being. And that won't be taken from her. Now Jente van Meel from Belgium has jumped 7.5 kilos to now attempt to move from bronze overall into silver overall ahead of Bache. Currently has deadlift silver. That won't change.
This is going to have to be a big pull for the Belgian.
It'd be a deadlift personal best and a total personal best. So the best she's ever done for a silver medal at the European Championships. Oh, and she is so close. She keeps it going though.
Wow!
That is amazing. Is it locked out enough? No.
Unfortunately, it's a 2-to-1 no lift. The coach obviously running to the jury.
And sent away instantly. It was a valiant effort, but not there. Still walks away with bronze overall and silver on deadlift. And we have one deadlift remaining of this first flight before heading straight through to the 84 plus. Already European champion Mina Holmefjord from Norway, taking a 5 kilo jump to 202.5, already has deadlift gold, already gold overall. This is to cap the day off with a 520 total. And it's just a little bit too much today, but still your 2024 84 kilo junior European champion Mina Holmfjord from Norway. And we're going to have a quick summary of that before heading into the 84 plus. Deadlift bronze goes to Clelia Corti from Italy with 180, silver to Van Meel from Belgium with 185, and deadlift gold to Holmfjord from Norway with 197.5. And overall, Van Meel from Belgium is your bronze medalist with 452.5. In silver from Croatia, Bache with 457.5. And your clear winner today from Norway with 515, your European champion Mina Holmfjord. A phenomenal day. We now head straight through to the 84 plus category.
160 the bar is loaded from King
Squat gold and bench gold, but out first for deadlift. Luckily she's put together such a big subtotal that she is going to be really quite difficult to catch as long as she gets her deadlift attempts in. Teresa Breczkova from Czechia, 160 kilos. May I remind you, 21 years old, has only been competing for 1 year. And this would solidify her total.
And it's 3 white lights and a good lift for Brezhkova. This is also to solidify the record, absolutely. Just wanted a very, very safe deadlift. Then she goes on from there.
165 kilos for Caitlin Davies from Great Britain. 20 kilos below her personal best.
Three white lights and a good lift.
180 kilos for Powerlifting from Iceland. Bars loaded.
180 kilos for Kolbrun Jonsdottir from Iceland. Looking to jump on the podium if Aslan or Sunderland slip up whatsoever.
And it's 3 white lights, a good grip, a good lift.
182.5 now for Martina Sosic. Bars loaded. Next up is Sana Aslan from Great Britain.
182.5 kilos for Martina Sosic from Slovenia.
They upped her opener from 177.5. Presume she's feeling very confident.
Perhaps hoping somebody above her slips up and she can sneak onto the podium.
And it's 3 white lights, a good lift for Martina.
185, 2 times, once for Solan, and then for Ali. Bars loaded.
Solan Aslan from Great Britain, 185 kilos for her opening deadlift.
Nice and easy opener there for Zohlan.
Yeah, and she's going to be fighting for those podium positions as well.
Same weight.
She's the lightest in the weight class, so should it come down to it, she has that advantage. Now, very interestingly, we have Amelie Senland from Norway, Team Norway, upping her deadlift by 15 kilos. So some strategy in play here. This automatically catapults her into silver overall, where Aslan was sat before. Let's see how this moves. 3 kilos below her best. To also give her a 20 kilo total PB. Wow.
Yeah, it moves without any issue whatsoever.
3 white lights, a good lift, and is in a really comfortable position to try and hold on to that silver overall. We'll have to see how that plays out. Some big jumps coming in on the scoreboard. Fatima Elaufi from Belgium, 195 kilos, our heaviest opener of the flight. Has a personal best of 210.
And it's 3 white lights and a very solid first attempt to round out a field of green for deadlift openers. Everybody securing a total. Things are looking fairly tight.
Yeah, we can see here Elaufi leading deadlifts with 195, Aslan with 185, and on bodyweight behind Senland also with 185. And as you can see, it is really quite tight at the top. Only kilos separating the top 2 to 4. Teresa Bretskova taking a 10 kilo jump to 170 for her second attempt.
A 2-to-1 good lift with a lockout red light from the right hand side referee.
Yeah, let's have a look at that again. I think she should be okay with that. Actually looks better from the side than it did the front. Caitlin Davies from Great Britain taking a 10 kilo jump to 175 for her second attempt.
And it's 3 white lights and a good lift for Davis.
The bar is moving.
$190 kilos for Martina Susic from Slovenia. 7.5 kilo jump from her opener.
Is already for a personal best. Deadlift and total. Oh!
And perhaps upping her opener wasn't the right decision from Team Slovenia there.
Now we're gonna have to see. Yeah, that just looked way too hard on the lockout. It's unfortunate there, but
Very close to her PB.
It's hard to say that it wasn't the right decision, yeah, when she doesn't get her second attempt. But like you said, we'll see on her third. Kolbrun Jonsdottir from Iceland, 192.5 kilos, a 12.5 kilo jump from her opener. Pulls her into bronze overall for the time being, with Aslan and Senland to follow. little bit sticky towards lockout, but she got there in the end.
And it's 3 white lights, a good lift.
197.5 from Sandland from Norway. 12.5 kilo jump for 5.5 kilo personal best. Bar is loaded.
Now have Amelie Sandland from Norway, 197.5 kilos. Keeps her in that silver position, heading into the third attempt. Her opener looked very comfortable. It'll be very interesting to see how her second moves. Another 12.5 kilos on top, taking her well over the 500 kilo barrier on her total.
Absolutely flying upwards.
Yeah, plenty left in the tank, and although they don't have the advantage of lifting after Aslan, it would be smart, I think, for Team Norway to put in a number that perhaps they could drop, a little placeholder, so they can put on what they need for that silver.
Yeah, honestly, I don't understand why you wouldn't put in a placeholder. If nothing else, just because you can.
Solan Aslan from Great Britain taking a 15 kilo jump to 200, above her personal best. This takes her back into bronze overall, ahead of Jonsdottir.
Keep on, come on. Up.
Tiny bit of turbulence, but still moved relatively well.
Absolutely. 3 white lights and a good lift.
And it seems like Team Norway have put in 210, which honestly to me doesn't feel like necessarily a placeholder. I imagine they will drop it if they need to, but it feels like something that Amelie definitely could do. Fatima Laufi from Belgium, 205 kilos. 10 kilo jump from her opener, takes her back into deadlift gold, heading into third attempts. Has clearly come here today with the eyes on the prize of a deadlift gold.
That lockout was not the easiest, but she gets the 3 white lights and it's a good lift.
Beginning of the third round, we've got Pliskova in the lead, in second position, Aslan in third, and Jonsdottir still chasing.
And that concludes our second round of deadlifts. It is getting close. Senland currently sat in deadlift bronze, Aslan in silver, Alaufi in gold. But overall, Bretskova clear front runner with 530.5, but Senland, Aslan and Jonsdottir still so close. Aslan and Senland pushing each other for the silver. Jonsdottir hoping one of them misses and can slip in for the bronze. Teresa Bretskova, 175 kilos. Your new European champion. And a good lift to finish the day off strong with a total 535.5.
She's now very much in the lead and likely to be crowned in 2024 A4 versus champion.
Strong finish in the women's championship for Team Czechia here.
Absolutely. What a way to finish for the home nation. Caitlin Davies from Great Britain, 185 kilos, another 10 kilo jump to match her personal best. It's slow, but it's moving. Wow, manages to lock it out. Let's wait for the lights.
It's a 2-to-1 good lift, gets 1 blue light. I would imagine for supporting the bar with her thighs.
I think her knees just locked out at separate times. She might be okay with that.
The jury don't seem to be doing anything, so should be okay there.
Martina Sosic from Slovenia, 190 kilos, retaking it after missing on her second on what appeared to be strength.
One last pull, one last effort on tonight. Let's go.
Should she get this, it'll be a new personal best on deadlift and on total.
Last one, let's go.
Okay, she locked it out this time.
No, I think she's just glued there, unfortunately.
So unfortunate, really, the last few centimeters, but she just cannot push through. I can reveal now, as many of the people here, she had some food poisoning over the last 4 or 5 days, so perhaps just missing it in the end.
202.5 kilos for Kolbrun Jonsdottir. This pulls her into deadlift silver for the time being, but more importantly into bronze overall. With Aslan and Senlund pushing each other so much, she's hoping one of them pushes the other too far and she can stay on the podium. But to do so, she'll need this final lift. 10 kilo jump, it will be a 7.5 kilo personal best on deadlift, a 4.5 kilo personal best on total.
Oh, you got a very important attempt. Let's go. Let's see it.
It's another big fight here. The bar is just still there for...
Yeah, like you said, it just got absolutely glued, which means we know who will end up on the podium. We just don't know in what order quite yet. We won't have to wait too long to find out. We already know European champion is Bretskova. Now to discover who will be silver and bronze medalist. First up to bat, we have Solon Aslan from Great Britain. This moves her into deadlift gold for the time being, but more importantly, from bronze into silver, ahead of Senlund, with Senlund to follow. This matches Senlund's total at a lighter body weight. I'd be surprised if Aslan got this and Senlund didn't drop to 200 kilos for her final pull. One last pull of the day, a new personal best for Solon Aslan. And it looks good.
It's 3 white lights and a good lift.
And we've seen an attempt change in. I can only imagine it's going to be Senlund down to 200. That is the number it would have to be. And no higher necessary.
Well, down to 205. She cannot lower.
Yeah, sorry.
Below 205, yeah.
Absolutely. 200 would have been the lowest she would have needed. But she definitely could have dropped that before Aslan, because regardless, she would have needed more than her. In any case, 205 kilos doesn't seem out of reach for Amelie Senlund. Gives her a total of 515. Should she miss this, of course, Aslan will walk away in silver overall. Let's hope the decision to drop down a little late doesn't hurt her. I don't think 205 is a far reach for her. 197.5 was a lovely attempt.
It's a 7.5 kilo jump, really completely manageable.
And there we go. I didn't expect much else.
Yeah, absolutely no problem there, and she takes the silver.
Yeah, like you said, stays in that silver position, back ahead of Aslan. And we have one final deadlift of the entire competition for the women. Fatima Laoufi from Belgium, a 2.5 kilo jump to move her from deadlift bronze into deadlift gold. That's what she's come here for today. 207.5 kilos. It's a weight that she's done before. Can she do it today for a deadlift gold at the European Championships?
207.5 for a gold medal in the deadlift event. Everything on the line for Fatima Laoufi. For the gold.
I think she manages to lock it out. Can she hold it?
Let's wait for the lights.
She
And
does.
it's a 2-1, good lead.
And she walks away with deadlift gold. Have a look at that one more time in the replay. It got very close towards the end, but manages to stay on her feet, hold the bar.
Yeah,
And now a
just
summary
about.
of the deadlifts. Senland in bronze with 205. In silver, ahead on body weight, Aslan with 205. And in gold, Alaufi with 207.5. And overall, your bronze medalist, Solan Aslan from Great Britain with 507.5. Your silver medalist with 515 from Norway, Amalie Senland. And your new European champion with 535.5, Teresa Bretskova from Czechia. We're going to go into a medal ceremony now for the 84 and 84 plus, and then we will rejoin you at 1:30 local time for the final session of the competition, the 120 and 120 plus. We will see you then.
participation medals will be given out by Jörg Assad, President of the EPF, and Xavier de Butorac, IPF TC member and EPF Treasurer. So we'll kick this off with the under 84s. In the squad event, the bronze medal goes to Jan van Meel with 180. Silver medalist also with 180 from Croatia is Stara. Gold medalist with 195 from Norway is Nina Ormsjord. Thank you, ladies. In the bench press event, bronze medalist from Belgium with 100 kilos, Luna Bonnet. Silver medalist from Croatia, also with 100 kilos, but lighter on body weight, Stara. And the gold medalist with 122.5 from Norway, Svina Ormfjord. Thank you very much. In the deadlift event with 180, the bronze medalist from Italy is Celia Corti. Silver medalist with 185 from Belgium, Jette van Meel. And gold medalist of the deadlift event with 197.5 from Norway, Svina Ormsjord. Thank you. Final places with 452.5, the bronze medalist from Belgium, Jente van Meel. Silver medalist with 457.5 from Croatia is Stara. And the 2024 European Junior Champion in the under 84s from Norway with 515, it's Nina Ormfjord. Now everybody please rise for Norway's national anthem. Congratulations once again. For the 84 places now in the squad event, bronze medalist from Norway with 205, it's Amalie Sendlund. Silver medalist with 210 from Iceland, Gudrun Jonsdottir. With a new European junior record of 2:45.5, the gold medal goes to Teresa Breskova of Czechia. Thank you, ladies. In the bench press event, the bronze medal was to Norway with 105, Amalie Sendlund. Silver medalist with 107.5 from Great Britain, Solan Aslan. Gold medalist with 115 from Czechia, it's Teresa Breskova. Thank you. In the deadlift event, the bronze medal goes to Norway with 205, Amalie Sendlund. Silver medalist of the deadlift event with 205 from Great Britain, it's Solan Aslan. Gold medalist of the deadlift event of the 84 places comes from Belgium, it's Fatima El Wafi. Thank you. Final placings. The bronze medalist with 507.5 from Great Britain, it's Solan Aslan. Silver medalist, the vice champion with 550 from Norway, it's Amalie Sendlund. And the 2024 European Junior Champion in the 84 pluses. Comes from Czechia with 5:35.5. It's Denisa Breskova. Now everyone please rise for Czechia's national anthem. Congratulations once again.